Hi, I'm Stuart and welcome to SIRENNET Television. Now, we sell a variety of Whelen product available here on SIRENNET, and from time to time we get a chance to go out into the field and take a look at it from the Whelen perspective. A gentleman by the name of Garrett is with Chris over at the Northwest Fire and Rescue Exposition, and he's going to show us the latest offerings from Whelen Engineering. Some of them, as you know, are available here on SIRENNET. Let's see what Chris and Garrett are up to.
Thank you, Stuart. Thank you for joining us at the Whelen booth here at the 2017 Northwest Fire and Rescue Expo. Here with Garrett. It's good to see you again. I feel like I just saw you a couple weeks ago at the office.
We're inside, so we won't get rained on today.
Right? I know, right? So show me some of the new light heads that you have here on display.
Yeah, so we've got a couple of new things here for you guys to look at. The M9 editions here, a couple different options.
I was hoping you were going to bring those up because, for example, I'm used to what you have on the board there, so the conventionals, but you have some new additions, and as we've been walking around the show, we've been seeing the M9s, the M9Vs, but one of the ones that we haven't had a chance to look at yet is this new one here, which is a similar style to the M9Vs, right, from what you were telling me, and it's warning output and then a gradient scene light.
So this is really similar to this sort of setup, just minus the V option on there.
Okay.
So this has got our interleaves, the scene light built in the bottom, obviously, and the warning on top.
Okay.
This is a red combination. Other colors available, obviously, but.
And then on the back here, looks like two different sets of trigger wires, so independent control of the top and bottom.
Yep. So both can run at the same time, and you can see them kind of separated off on there. So
perfect.
We could turn that guy. You want to see that one on here?
I do indeed. That'd be great. I feel like I'm back at the office playing with alligator clips.
Yeah, there we go. Let's, perfect. Get a little slack on here. So we got our...
So, give you the black one to get started.
Obviously.
Careful, your hair's going to look like mine.
That's right, yeah.
So that's going to give us an example of the warning output.
Correct.
So that is what we're going to find in the conventional M9 light head.
Yep, yeah, similar optics. And then I can add to this, since it's controlled separately here, we can do the scene on at the same time, or I can pull away the warning and go scene only as well.
Perfect. And so again, that's going to cast the light downward versus outward. So again, warning and scene lighting specific products.
Yep, get the light where we need it at.
Perfect.
So that is the over-under option there.
Okay.
And then this is kind of a different sort of setup in that same sort of idea here. I'll have you hold this one. And there's our warning in this one. So you can see top and bottom. And then we have
a second trigger wire.
Exactly. Which will do our white. So you can see where this is a red-white flasher. And then we can pull it off and we could do this, and then we could set this to a steady pattern as well too and use that.
Okay.
So more of a, call it a duo sort of setup on this. We could use like an ion, we could do steady white with red flashing, or we could do red and white
That's what I was just thinking. It looks like just the counter and the biggest part of the duo lighting family that Whelen offers. So, and then different trigger wires. So with be walking around the show and taking a look at fire and rescue apparatus, the red and white disable for part kill. So with this, you can have all those functions, but you just have one light doubling up the light output.
You got it, yeah. So we could have our red and white flashing and drive, and then when we get to scene and we want to part kill that, we can go straight white or straight red.
Perfect, and then the patterns adjust as well.
Correct.
Outstanding. And then, like we've been going around the show and taking a look at, this is going to be the M9 V2. So this is utilizing the gradient scene light down here at the bottom. A bit of a unique styling in comparison to the other. And again, too, looking at the lenses and the output, very distinguishable with the M9V and how it's going to really benefit you with that dedicated off-axis output. So again, side-by-side comparison.
And then little brother.
And the little brother. Yeah, we've had a chance to see a few of these on rigs, but since we got it right here, let's go ahead and hook it up here and take a look.
These are becoming a lot more popular in the industry just because it's less lights on the side of the vehicle, same functionality, just less holes.
Right, and then thinking about it too, whether it's midship, so mid-level on the vehicle, or up high, it's going to be perfect for scene lighting or compartment lighting or just ground lighting,
and this is another great way to get your NFPA ground lighting with these as well too. So warning and ground light.
Outstanding.
Just warning, and then if I get my clip off, There we go. Just ground lighting.
Just ground lighting. And so with this one, this is just a steady burn white, no flashing.
No
function.
flashing on this, yeah.
Perfect.
We have had a few people use this with like the cornering lamps that some of the apparatus have, where there's that timed output for the white as they do the cornering section.
Right.
You could use this for that as well too. So.
That would be a really perfect way to double up the front bumpers, so intersection protection, and then turn signal lighting and puddle lighting.
Yeah.
So really getting away from just conventional warning like we've seen before, so really expanding the footprint of the new M series family and just making it more versatile and doubling up function.
You got it, yep.
Perfect. And then, seated on a couple rigs here, dressed up top, nice and functional, but haven't had a chance to see one on, Rhoda beam series.
Yeah, these are you can see they're kind of gaining steam with the spec process. A lot of guys love that rotating look.
Exactly, it's just that big, bright sweeping from the modules in there, and that's specifically what they're designed to do.
Yeah, so this one has got a couple different, this has got obviously our white in the middle.
Okay.
And then additional reds out here. Same thing with everything else, different color configurations per what the department's looking for.
Exactly.
This is low power right now to make it a
That's
little more...
low power?
Yeah. But you can see even on the wall and low power and on the booth here how it sweeps, but if I go to high power,
even more effective, and definitely stretching around to the curtains and the vehicles around.
This is just our trade show friendly lighting level that we do indoors.
Well, it's just a great way to give homage to the halogen throwback, this LED spec.
Yeah, no moving parts, but the same sort of look.
And of course, designed really for bigger trucks, so that size there, something appropriate for a support vehicle, but when it comes to really stretching it out, 60, 70 inches, even bigger if I remember right.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And that same one of my personal favorites is the Rhoda beam in the 600 series.
Right.
I think we've done quite a few of these in the headlight assemblies.
Well, and it's the 6x4, so if you have the 6x4 double headlight buckets, just add the kit that Whelen makes to pop those in, and then instantly you have really effective front lighting.
And these are phenomenal for that lower zone blocking as you start to drive, that nose pokes in the intersection because of that full off axis. This thing is amazing for that.
And then again, with these being a conventional sweeping effect, they don't have any full flashing. It's just going to be the dedicated sweeping effect.
And I think there's multiple different slow rotator, fast rotator, different sweep patterns. So.
And then you can carry that over, so the beacons that we're familiar with, look at the inboard module design that goes into them. So really, if you like the functionality of everything halogen, you can just carry over to Whelen Engineering all the new format. Perfect. With that, Garrett, I think we'll go ahead and continue on with our look around the Fire Expo here.
Perfect.
Thank you so much for your time. Appreciate it.
Thanks.
And from us here at SIRENNET Television, friends at Whelen Engineering, back to you, Stuart.
Put those two together, becomes very interesting at the best. Great chat there from Chris and Garrett at the Northwest Fire Rescue Expo. I'm Stuart, and you've been watching SIRENNET Television. Thanks for watching.